Hello, divine, beautiful souls. I'm here at Enchanted Spirits, and I wanted to unpack today's card of the day and bottle of the day a little bit deeper so you can have a little bit more understanding or understanding and kind of relate it to the planetaries of what's going on um, currently. And essentially, we have the Empress return journey here. It's matched with the Unconditional Love card or bottle in the Aura-Soma set. And essentially, it's all about really going deeper into unconditional love. That being said, compassion. Compassion is when the love of wisdom is birthed. And as you can see here, the love of wisdom is the heart, and you can see the woman is actually birthing a child. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be an actual child, but it's birth of love. And part of that love is the wisdom to be able to, well, let's be straight. Choose our battles wisely. Choose to speak. It's all about choice, where we want to put our energy. And when we can truly understand what that means in our world as we communicate with those around us and realize that it's not just our world, we have our own personal world. Kabbalistically, every single person is considered one world. And then all of these different worlds connect and collide. And when we can have a little bit more awareness and understanding or understanding of the world around us and those who are there around us, we then are able to go to a new state. So I want to share something with you, essentially a little technique when you're feeling maybe a little overwhelmed. There's a lot going on in the world right now. And so if you can put out your hands and cross them, and then take your hands and put them together, and then bring them inward. It does not matter which hand goes, you can do it either side. You can, do it this way, same exact thing. What is this? This is called a hemisync. And a hemisync allows for both hemispheres of the brain to communicate with each other. Now, this is a key technique. Why? Because essentially what we just spoke about in regards to awareness and understanding and compassion and observing the world around us, we notice that there's duality. Not everybody believes the same thing as us, and that's okay. But when more than one world comes together, this kind of idea of duality, both hemispheres of the brain coming together, that is when we have harmony. And currently we are in a Mercury retrograde, where oftentimes the side of the brain that we would traditionally use during a Mercury like direct transit, we're actually using the opposite. So those of you, I'm going to use gender because it makes sense, okay? Those of you who understand the dynamics of a divine masculine and divine feminine energy, the output and the input, okay? If one operates naturally in the state of divine feminine, and this doesn't matter about who you are as a gender, boy or girl, whatever, or non-binary, okay? We're using input-output energies as our guide here. Essentially what happens is during a Mercury retrograde, we see a flip-flop, where we're able to see the other side of the coin a little bit differently, which is why there's a lot of miscommunications, because essentially we're not used to seeing the other side of the coin. And so I use that as an example. Another way could be is introvert or out or extrovert, that kind of thing. Um, any which model you want to use, there are others. Um, just notice that you're going to be operating a little bit differently, and take time with yourself. Take time. That's why it is guided during a Mercury retrograde, to allow yourself to come back into balance and to take a little bit more time when you're out and about or in your day, to focus on what your personal needs are. This is something we should always do. So if we are always doing this, then a Mercury retrograde is actually a really peaceful and wholesome time. But when we have that extra brain chatter, and essentially we notice it during this time frame, it's a pattern that we're recognizing within ourselves that we need to go internally more. And so this is an opportunity to go a little bit deeper in what your needs are. So thank you. I hope this video is helpful, and stay tuned. And again, I read on Mondays, 12 to 5 at Enchanted Spirits, and this is something that I love doing. And what do I offer? I offer Aura-Soma bottle consultations. That is a longer session. I also do birth charts, which is needed to have your information at least a week in advance. For those who are coming in and just need a reading off the cuff more so, I do the Aura-Soma tarot, and I do it in a very similar style to the Aura-Soma bottles, but a little bit differently. They're chosen differently. So, and then of course I have the astrological runes, which is kind of similar to your traditional Nordic runes. But I decided to put planetary runes together, essentially. And therefore, I get your birth chart information, and I can do a very simple, more direct reading rather than the whole essence of you. So it's more of like, hey, I need to know what's going on. Let's get down to it. It's more of that pace, like what you would get with a tarot reading. I do not tell the future unless that channels through me, but we have to realize that we are working with multiple timelines. The most important thing is that we recognize our own patterns. And so I'm here as a divine mirror, and connecting with divine source and your guides to be able to bring that information into the forefront and be able to recognize those patterns and be able to change some of those patterns for growth. Thank you. Have a great day.